Hi, and welcome to Locker Room Talk. I'm your host, Alyssa Mejia. Today we're talking about capturing the moments at sporting events, and to talk about that is USC sports photographer and my friend, Elijah Patterson. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
So, go ahead and tell my viewers how you started in photography and why sports.
So it started off, my parents, they actually got me a camera for Christmas one year. And then when I got that camera, I was like, I didn't know anything about photography for real. I've been doing graphic design, been doing Photoshop. So when I got the camera, just started going to random events around my high school, random events around the Atlanta area, just taking pictures, not even knowing how to edit. And then people really started to enjoy it, so I started to explore it as a passion. And I didn't really start doing sports for real until basketball season my senior year. So then when I did that for my high school, people really enjoyed those photos. I decided to bring that into USC, and then my first time shooting football was this past year. First time really shooting a high stakes basketball game was with USC basketball. And then just taught myself how to edit through YouTube, through TikTok, just a whole bunch of different stuff like that.
Yeah, social media is a crazy place. You think it has a lot of impact on just people being able to get ahead in their journey on photography or videography, things you wouldn't necessarily learn in the classroom?
Absolutely. Even I got a lot of my inspiration. I'll shout him out. J Miller Pics on Instagram. I got a lot of my inspiration for some of my editing and some of my videos from him. There's actually a video posted on my Instagram right now that is completely inspired from my idea that he did. And then I've even noticed through that, some people have DM'd me asking me do I have any presets? Do I have any editing tips that I can give other people? And somebody asked for an opportunity to shoot pictures on campus. I was like, just show up. Just show up outside of the practice, take a few pictures, post to Instagram, you'll get some clicks. So that's how I got into it. That's how he got into it.
So it's truly a community then.
It really is.
I haven't even thought about it. I'm thinking y'all are it's a club or something, but it's really just different creatives coming together, trying to find work. That's dope. So how did you get the plug with USC Athletics then? Was that a secret society or?
So, I mean, like I said, it's just you got to know where to be at the right time. So it started off, I was not supposed to be there. I went to a USC women's basketball game, sat on the floor. Took some pictures, posted to my Instagram, posted it on my portfolio, and it got some clicks. So even after that, started requesting to be on the floor or on the field at certain things. And then when I got into Annenberg for my minor, that's when I found the photo desk. So at the photo desk, I can just sign up for things. I can get appointed to football games or basketball games, stuff like that. So yeah, through that, that's how I got the plug necessarily to take pictures at games.
Okay. And so the first couple times that you were doing it, it was solely your own type of creative type of thing, solo, dolo?
Yeah, it was just solo. I just brought my camera. I looked at the security guard. I said, I got my camera. He said, okay, go ahead.
Oh.
So I went ahead and I took pictures.
Wait a minute.
I
thought you had to go through media. You had to get clearance.
Well, you do now. They got a lot more clearance now. But last year, nah, I just went down there.
Oh, they just let anybody.
If you got a camera, I mean, you just show up and you got it.
Nice. Okay. What is your favorite sport to shoot for and why?
I would say football. Probably football because it's you can get so many moments each play, and then you have that little downtime in between, and even then you can take some fire photos in those times too. And then you can just capture the true emotion on the sideline too when you see their faces and stuff like that. That's part of the reason why I like shooting basketball, because you can see everybody's faces and the emotion in that. But with football, it's a whole nother experience, because as soon as they take their helmet off, it's something that you don't see usually. And there's this one picture of Caleb Williams, he's crying after the Pac-12 championship. That's one of the most powerful photos I've ever seen of USC football. And I mean, yeah, that's why I love shooting football. It's high speed, all that.
They say a photo is worth 1,000 words. So would you necessarily call your work photojournalism?
Yeah, I would, and I want to get more into being able to write with my photos as well. That's part of the reason why I'm taking a sports media industries minor, because I want to be able to take a photo, write something under it, post it or publish it somewhere in an article or something like that. So I was practicing that a little bit in high school as well with my high school's WCAT, that's what we call it. So they have this whole page where you take photos at games, you can upload them, have somebody else write it for you. But I tried a couple times to write about games, just some sports journalism, broadcasting type stuff like that.
to this date, what is one of your best works? One of the best like prized possessions you have in the vault?
Probably. I mean, with just being at USC, you get to take pictures of some high value, high profile players. So taking pictures of Juju, Caleb Williams, Bronny, just those three players. The photo that I got the most recognition for necessarily was a picture of L Bugs that I took before practice because he ended up posting it on his Instagram, calling himself Lil Bugs. So that picture got a lot of clicks. I got a good video of Caleb Williams scoring a touchdown as well. That got a good amount of clicks. My personal favorite photo isn't even in sports though. My personal favorite will probably be when it was 2020 and, well, actually this was 2021. There was a 2021 rally out in Atlanta, down to the governor's mansion. I got some really powerful photos out of that. Ended up posting it to my story, got a good amount of clicks. I got a whole Google Drive link with like 100 or like 150 photos. And it's just a whole bunch of powerful photos of people holding signs, screaming, yelling for change to be made. So that was my probably favorite experience in photography.
Following that, do you want to continue to do photos for powerful movements moving forward, or is it strictly like sports?
I don't like to confine myself to one certain thing necessarily. So like I'll shoot sports, but if I hear about some sort of movement, rally, something for social change, I'm there with my camera immediately. I do event photography too, so I've been to a few parties. I just went to a party that I got paid for to take photos at. Some of those photos came out fire too. So I don't like to confine myself to any type of space, but I love shooting sports the most, but the money is everywhere.
The money is everywhere.
Yeah.
Get the money on. Talking back about sports and the history of photography, do you have a personal favorite within like the sports realm of history?
It's probably, no, it's the photo of Kobe in the locker room, because while it is sports photography, it's not them actually playing their sport. It's capturing the true emotion after winning a championship, him being sad. That's the type of picture that's worth 1,000 words. And everybody recognizes the picture. It's like people have it on their walls. People have posters of it.
I know exactly which picture you're talking about.
Exactly. I know people have it on their wall in their bedroom. So like that's one of the most iconic photos that I really like.
Moving forward, what are some projects people can look for?
What do I have coming up soon? I think just next year football season going to be a lot more. I only got to shoot 2 games this season. Looking forward to shooting a lot more next year, and doing a lot more videography actually. I wasn't that much into videography. I was kind of forced to do it a couple times, but now I have a new camera, a lot better at video. Excited to do that.
The work I have seen you do as far as videography goes, it's legit, so I don't see why you don't do it more.
You gotta make do what you got. But yeah, I had a Canon Rebel T3 before, which if you know cameras, it's a starter camera.
Oh.
And all the photos that are posted on my Instagram, those are all with that, but edited to the max. Like I would have to, denoise it. I would have to do a whole bunch of stuff to it just to make it look good. Now with this new camera, I don't have to do as much necessarily, just change some coloring, and then the video looks real smooth on it. So.
When did you get a new camera?
I got that for Christmas.
Okay, because I remember we talked about it either our birthday or
Yeah.
Christmas. I remember you were talking about that new camera. Well, you got more work ahead of you, so yeah. If you're interested in Elijah's work, you can find him on Instagram at shotbyelijah, and that is Elijah with a 3, not an E. Thank you so much for joining me and speaking about your profession and what you got going.
Of course.
Appreciate it.
All right, thank you for having me.
I'm Alyssa Mejia, and this has been Locker Room Talk.
Yo, by the way, we got Miss Elliott coming through.